And obviously, as a lot of people have been saying, the major for Liquid, you know, it was a rough one, right? They went up against Astralis. It's a hard match, no matter what, Ben, what position you're in. If it's the grand finals, if it's the semis, fighting Astralis, you're always going to have to give it your absolute all. But now, New York is the event for them to once again show they've still got a lot to prove. And I think they're going to be doing just that here on map 2 versus eUnited. As we slip back into this series, it's time for Mirage.
So that T-side start for Liquid has been given, but look how aggressive eUnited have started this one off. Freakazoid gets 2 kills. The trade is looked into, but it's not hard. It's a lovely 3k from Freakazoid.
That's a huge way to start things off. So much damage done. The Bloodlust is going to be really on display. At this point, though, you've still got Nitro and Twists left, so you really don't want to count Team Liquid out of the round. Twists playing it smart. The flashbang will blind Vanity. Twist doesn't want to overextend.
The timing is very fortunate for Twists there. He was ready to pull away from that entirely, but this is still a 2v2.
Oh, Freakazoid jumps out through the window. He does make noise. Nitro misses the opening shot, and that is why you don't want to count them out. They went from a position where they were so far down in the battle of attrition. They were completely outnumbered, but they just chose every single calculated fight to take.
Yeah, 2v4. When in a situation like that as well, like United, they dedicated 3 players towards that mid push. It comes out incredibly successful, right? You get 3 kills, you lose 1 person. You take that trade every day, no matter what kind of round. Actually, maybe not Nico. But regardless, right? Yeah, you get that on the pistol round, it's great. But you should probably, if you're the B player, you should know, all right, if they go to B, I probably can't get out here. I need to stay alive, delay, delay, delay. It just didn't happen, right? So it meant they got the bomb down, they got the smoke in, they got more or less market control. But unfortunately for Vanity, you know, the timing was against him, and then from that, they won every single aim fight. That's an awkward one.
Yeah, that's not great.
That was very awkward. It means they actually can't get connector control safely with that smoke in play. So the smoke goes top connector, and they're not actually going to commit to trying to take it either. So right-hand peek from Naf, no chance Vanity actually gets the kill there. Really, it's one of those small things in the game. It's very simple because, you know, when you explain it, it's like right-hand peek. No matter what, they'll see you first. And when you get told that, you rethink the way you play every single angle in the game. You just start thinking, I shouldn't crouch in corners where I'm left-hand favoured at all.
No, completely putting yourself at a disadvantage. At this time, though, the advantage across the board is just in the camp of Team Liquid. They've won basically every single firefight into the round. Freakazoid's going to get spotted out after he gets that 1 kill onto Stewie as well, and Naf will put him to sleep. And that is the second round, pretty quickly converted there for Team Liquid.
Yeah, nice and simple one, really, across the board. But so again, I'll bring up the fact that in that last matchup, Liquid chose to start T-side on Mirage.
Yeah.
They've been given it by eUnited here. So that was a complete 12-3 whitewash. We start off 2-0 here already. Liquid, they will face another eco, essentially, because that was a force buy, bear in mind. Grenade top mid, doesn't do too much. But do they know there's a player underpass? It feels like Elige thinks there is. Oh no, Stewie.
Oh, this could be the meat grinder. As they push up towards him, luckily enough, they were all ready for him, so they do get the kill off. There isn't going to be a ridiculous amount of damage done until Naf arrives on the scene, the headhunter himself. And Elige moves his way out. That was really crisp.
I love seeing that. I actually really love seeing that. It's such a fluid bit of movement, right? It just looks like there was there wasn't even a little vent for that situation.
There wasn't a hole in the way in his mind. It was very nicely executed.
All the way through.
Yeah.
So they actually get rid of the Mac 10s here. So there's potentially Liquid thinking, or is actually Nitro going to pick that up? No, he gets the SG, yeah. So, okay, so they actually decide to avoid it, potentially thinking that head armor will be a guarantee for the CTs here, which, as we can see, it very much isn't. Only 1 player with head armor. Cooper gets his AWP out though, which, to be fair, towards the second half of that map, he started popping off.
Oh yeah. This is a big man stack, though, towards the B site already. Where you've gone for the 2-player setup towards short. So Freakazoid's going to be boosted up to an elevated angle. It was a quick peek. He saw the smoke and then backs off to defend towards the B site. Meanwhile, Team Liquid, you've got 2 players towards underpass. They're set up here if they do want to go for a pincer play onto the A site later on into the round to do so in a nice fashion. Naf's a little bit paranoid about someone potentially pushing towards ramp, but nothing of the sort has happened yet.
Yeah, nothing quite. A very slow round from Liquid. Composed. They don't really know what to expect in terms of weaponry right now. Like, they should know it's a buy round, but the extent of the buy, i.e. is there AWPs in play? To keep it being like plural on that as well, just because we did see a second AWP come out from eUnited for that one round. It was very unsuccessful, but nevertheless, there's a possibility. Oh, he did actually see him as default. If Nitro... Oh, actually, it's Naf in Palace. If he strikes at the right time here, that's such an easy kill. More so when Cooper's not covering it.
Oh, it's so nicely played as well. The slight face, you get the kill onto Vanity. This puts so much more pressure on Cooper, so he has to play way more defensive initially he may have wanted to.
Sure. Oh, the plant gets delayed, which means they have to adjust it. The only place they can plant without being covered from short, they actually commit to it and Stewie covers him. That's very bold, in all fairness. That is very bold.
It's a pretty big confidence play. It is going to pay off for him. Cooper gave his position away as well, so they know exactly where he is.
They shouldn't live in this round. Elige has got the big wrap. When he gets contact, that means it'll be time for Twists to strike. The flash over the top is one you rarely see just because why would you ever? But this should be pickings for Elige. Food is ready for that though.
Food wanted to try and take the battle. He does lose out on it. Freakazoid's the only one that's currently still alive as he went for the swing to take the fight towards Naf. He will fall. And they do pick up the round, completely taking everything out of the hands of eUnited on that one. And that is the 4th round picked up as well.
And Naf has 10 kills already. It's worth noting, like, what, for the last month he had 19 in total. I think half of those came in the last, like, 12 rounds as well. So all things considered, starting a lot stronger this map. Potentially just thinking, like, I'm warmed up now as well. So 4-0, it's not even really a force buy at any rate here. Oh. Very aggressive from Food. There's a mid squash potentially coming in here. Naf. Aware of the possibility. That's an interesting smoke, because I think there's a gap on the left-hand side of it. So they're boosting onto the concrete block, which is what they wanted to do earlier on. Marky is up there. So that smoke actually allows for you to see Delpan fully. So they'll see a lot of blood there, assuming they don't have the arc lead decals like bound to something. So they know damage has been done there. Naf's going to be taking the peek though. This is a right-hand peek from Marky, but he looks away. No.
Timing being everything there. It's not great at all. Oh, Cooper.
Right-hand peek
I
again.
already suspect him. All of these angles just being so favoured to Liquid in the way they're playing it. It's also easy. Freakazoid at least gets a piece of the pie. Wanted to get the second kill as he went for the full wide swing out with the deagle. Food's going to hope to do the same. Does peek it. Fires off a couple of warning shots. Will get a slight tag, but it's not convertible into a frag. And it is all just down to Vanity now. CZ in hand, 1 versus 4. No time in the world really here to do anything. This is awkward. And Team Liquid, the more rounds they're winning on the trot bend, they're building up that money. They're also building up the momentum to just try and play aggressive. They basically had complete control of mid for free every round.
Other than the pistol, that was purely because it was 3 people charging the whole way up. So the question is, do eUnited have it in their playbook fully to use the Astralis top mid smoke from CT spawn, right? Because that's the ultimate thing. If you want to gain mid control as a CT, you do that smoke towards top mid, you put a Molotov behind it, you will get control there unless they decide to fight you back. In which case, you just need to have your guns ready. You have the advantage. So that smoke actually has just come through right there from Vanity. So he's thrown it all the way through. They're charging 2 players up mid. There's a bit of a delay in the windows. This should be mid control for them, guaranteed.
Oh, the utility usage has been great. Freakazoid as well, quite precise here in his aiming. He's able to at least get the kill on the day, Stewie, but
Where are they?
he's just on his own. He was sent in as basically a suicide squad on a solo mission. He has been eliminated. And the whole potential of that really instantly being the crushing attack they needed to open up the round has just been taken away from them by themselves. Now you're back into a 4 versus 4. I think Food might have spotted the top of Twist's scout there. It looked like he did, but I guess not.
Twists is very concerned. Cooper was incredibly loud going towards connector just then. But look where Naf is. Naf's got to firebox. He just dropped out of Palace. Oh, he actually walked out ramp, didn't he? He walked out the whole way. The timing, because Cooper was watching Palace, but he switched to connector just at the wrong time.
Yeah, he's now role-playing as a CT.
So this is really awkward, because if Naf were to walk CT, he'll definitely see Cooper if he goes for the wide enough angle here. Oh, he actually doesn't check it. Okay, so he'll get to CT. He can go all the way behind jungle and clear that way. There's enough time for him to do it as well, but Vanity, no!
Oh,
He still gets the kill.
He gets the frag somehow. He's left on 32 HP. Twist also has a completely free backstab with a juicy headshot just to add to the finesse of everything. Food has to get away. He just sprints out of there. There was no chance for him into the round. And it's been conceded. That's another one going the way of Team Liquid already. It's just shut down entirely.
So we can all kind of pinpoint that on the mid situation, right? I was just talking about how if you want mid control, you do this trial stop mid smoke, you put Molotov behind it, you make sure there's 2 people pushing up so they win the firefight. In mid window, Cooper was there prioritizing the flash towards top mid. He blocked Food. Food didn't get out of the window. He didn't try and actually get out late enough. He just went, well, I can't. Freakazoid gets 1 kill, gets traded, mid control's lost.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a simple thing, in all like honesty, where Cooper, he doesn't need to be peeking like the AWP angle with the flash. Like, he can just throw it, like go all the way wide, make sure they get out the window. 6-0. They saved 2 M4s, but you know, you're already on the full loss bonus right now. A tactical pause comes through, so that's expected. But the issue is you've wasted the actual, like, so that last round, that was the, if they have 2 players pushing mid, they get a man advantage, 100% there. And now you've already revealed that you have that, you know how to do that. You've got the smoke ready. You also have, you know how to do it. And now Liquid will know that, so they can adjust how they have been doing it. They chose to fight that round. This time they'll just go, well, we fought last time. There was only 1 player there. We assume they'll bring 2 this time, so we're not going to bother. Instead, we'll just have 3 players probably towards one of the bomb sites. If we hear that smoke coming in, we'll just go for a quick play towards that site. They actually chose to buy with this. So it's not a bad buy. Utility's great.
Yeah.
But you have a UMP in play, which, you know. So they've done the same smoke again. So how does this work differently? 3 players charging up mid, but Nitro's behind the box already.
Oh, this is so rough. It's the one time they actually fully commit to it as well, and it's not just a solo mission. Nitro, it looked almost as if he was actually going to be gifted a collateral instead. It's constant damage being served up by Marky. He gets a 2k into the round. The first time we've seen eUnited have an advantage in the opening of a round in such a long time as well. But now Team Liquid push out. They start to try and take A site. They want to lock it down. They have basically been given it. It's entirely open. They don't have much utility left though. 3 flashbangs and 1 Molotov is everything that is in their arsenal. That's all their equipment. Naf fully commits to it. Wanted to battle towards CT. They were so exposed. This should be the opening round for eUnited unless a lead somehow went huge. But Marquee will close it down and finally secure a round for eUnited.
I think they should count themselves quite fortunate there, in honesty. Because Nitro gets behind the... He gets a kill before he gets behind the boxes fully. He gets, what, 3 more opportunities to get another kill? Like, fair enough. The player who gets actually killed to his right here, Nitro, Stewie, he doesn't have much of a chance there. But Nitro got so many different opportunities to actually get the kill. He gets killed, like, he gets both of them, or just 1 more. That A-site situation is very different.
It seemed like he was going to get 2 of them as well. Like, the peek into the smoke, like, fractions off of being a kill. And then the peek onto the left, short is made more awkward, but could have been another kill. That's the round set down. They're actually going for it again as well. They're playing with the confidence mid-bursts. But here's the difference maker. Yeah, they just sprint their way up. Stewie, he's burning so much! He's going to get shot in the back as well, because it's completely exposed at that point to Marky. Now Team Liquid's fast-paced tempo might actually be their downfall. The only trio that remains of Naf, Nitro, and Twist are going towards the A site. Cooper with the AWP, backed up by his teammates. Freakazoid just going for the full frontal assault as well. It's a bit of a mess up on the grenade. They take so much damage. He almost actually has. Vanity gets 1 kill back. Nitro spots out the CT player, and Nitro could be their saving grace with a Molotov as well. Burns Freakazoid to a crisp, sends him off to the Burns ward, and now they're back into this round. It's 2 versus 2. A way better position than they were ever in the last 20 seconds of the round. They somehow salvage it. A peek goes up from stairs. Cooper fires off a warning shot with the AWP. He does have 2 flashes. He's got support of Marky. They do have kits. And they're creeping their way back in towards the site. Nitro, he's got a good supporting angle here to play around Naf. They have their backs exposed to him. Naf gets 1 kill. If Nitro swings, he gets the other, which he will, taking down Cooper. eUnited, it was there. It was literally seconds away from it being their round, Ben, on the opener of that one. And Nitro, he literally saved the entire round on his own.
Yeah, he gets the 2 kills, which fine, but the Molotov, I think it was one of those unfortunate ones where the spread has gone the way you didn't expect. Like, we saw the Molotov at the end when it went on Cooper, that he was getting tagged and he was kind of in connected towards the steps.
I
So
think
it must have
Freakazoid had like 10 HP as well, though.
Yeah, he was at the
so-
bottom of the stairs and it must have just gone back out a bit.
Yeah.
Which, that does happen to be fair. It's like the last 2 seconds it just goes, I'm going to go this way, but
Yeah.
just a tad bit more. And that probably changes the round entirely, right? They had no idea Nitro was towards CT and he gets that kill as well.
Well, that's one way to start things off.
Nitro and Naf really feel themselves right now. Really giving it. 7-1. But if this is how the game was actually on Mirage last week, it really doesn't surprise me too much, because you can see how comfortable Liquid look on this T side. They're just kind of doing whatever they want.
Yeah.
Like, Food's in an awkward spot here, where he's been there quite a few times this game. They double flash over to get him out, which is probably a waste of flashes at this rate, considering it just got smoked. But ultimately, Stewie, with this position, he can make sure there's nobody in that cubby towards jungle. The player coming up connector doesn't really need to be too worried. He can check left close, and he can check right close. And Food is just going for the info at mid now. Stewie's about to check for it, and it's an easy kill.
They get the smoke off towards Palace over at the A site, at least. However, this isn't really going to change much.
Ooh.
They're boosting Marky up.
I always like this boost, because you're pretty much guaranteed a kill.
Yeah. I mean, the fact is Vanity as well, he's only got 8 HP, so if you put him in a bit more of an awkward angle where you can only really hit the headshot, it's not the worst thing in the world. Although he does fall off and have to retreat off the back of it. They've got site control. Bomb's now been planted. Cooper's watching here. If a Liege overextends, it should be a free frag for the CTs, but even then it's not going to put them into a great position. And they are fully committing to the save, barely getting away as well.
Stewie's already kind of close here as well, although he is primed on the wrong position, but doesn't matter too much. As he said, low HP, very
like
easy
the,
target.
007 intro as he walks into the scope.
Yeah,
That's
it was
quite nice.
actually. Gosh. So they're actually not actively hunting this as much as I thought they would. So obviously Naf and Nitro, they've been playing incredibly well so far this game, which means they have most cash because they've stayed alive quite often and also have a lot of kills. So I guess that's the prime reasoning here. We can just build up a great economy. No matter what, we'll have, you know, a backing of 2, maybe 3 gun rounds. Nitro should drop though right now because he has hit the zone where he'll have excess cash.
Benefit being at least Cooper was able to clutch onto the AWP because otherwise it would have been worse as well. I mean, the only real pocket strategy we've seen from eUnited, which was like their one, this is our power play, is mid burst.
Yeah.
Send everyone up mid, send one player up mid, flash him in, just go for something around trying to gain mid control.
It seems to just be Freakazoid a lot of the time. Oh, that's nicely done though. Can he get anything from this? Nitro, this time not taking that angle.
Yeah.
So he's kind of learned, like, I got the kill last round. I probably shouldn't have, really. It's a right-hand peek on the short angle. They're playing a lot defensive across the board, though, if you see. This is actually just a full-on one palace, one ramp, one underpass, one B-apps, and one mid. Full defense. We'll probably give it another 30 seconds before we decide to go for any sort of map control. Nicely done, because I don't think they know exactly what the buy is, either, when you consider it on the United side. Like, grenade-wise, it's not actually great, really. Twists could have a free kill if Cooper stays too long here. Oh, wait, are they going to boost? Actually, the flash came in for connector, and the actual push offshore comes in. Okay, so Cooper doesn't actually stay too long, although there was definitely a big chance of it. Very awkward, because when Naf's spinning Palace here, he actually usually gets a kill out, and he spams the angle that Food is currently sat on. Alish does have a Molotov as well.
40 seconds here. Cooper possibly walking into his own demise.
How is he allowed to do that?
Yeah, this is ridiculous that they're just able to swing out onto the site and there's no way of just
There's 2 players
covering
CT.
each other.
Like, how is that possible?
They're both playing so far back. There was nothing at all coming through from the side of United in terms of the defense.
Marky, though.
I mean, maybe it's a backstab, but they're completely outnumbered into this round. Freakazoid's also quite low, left on 42 HP. He has a flash and a smoke, which in reality he can't even use, and Nitro spotting it. But Nitro wins the fight!
That should never be happening. Like, don't get me wrong, he's made an incredible swerve jump to the side to dodge most of the spray. But regardless, he shouldn't be winning the firefight. And Naf sends Freakazoid straight to the skies. 9-1. I feel like this is another situation where you need a tactical pause again, just because you're hitting the point where the momentum still... See, that's such a good jump, but then you don't get a chance. So United, they've got, what is it, full loss bonus at this point? Yeah, 3,400. They can go with a half buy. No SMGs in play or anything there. So it's just a full deco, which is big fan of.
I do like a deco.
Yeah.
You can definitely do some dastardly things with his hand cannons. Cooper with a ricochet there, spamming out towards mid, seeing if he can actually tag anyone up.
So Stewie plans to do that same run up short that he did a few rounds ago where he got stuck on the Molotov in this exact position where Freakazoid is. But surely, can they not see him? Margin in charge as Elige with the spray right there with the SG. Should be a pretty simple round, all things considered. They ran up B with a bomb as well. So it's just a case of, can we live and get out of mid? Elige will not.
The thing is, it doesn't matter though. It was more just a distraction at that point, really. You've got B site, the bomb is down. The real task at hand in this round is pretty much already complete. Freakazoid stands in the Molotov.
And he's gone all the way out.
It's not gone well. Oh,
he missed the entrance.
all right,
That's
Cooper
a nice
actually
kill.
gets a good entry here, Ben. And he's
That's
got an
an
orb.
Yeah, he should get out.
Surely, just retreat. You're not going to win the round from this point. Your teammate's dead already as well.
If you want to cause concern, you throw a smoke onto the site. That'll pull them back in so you don't get hunted this way. Especially because you're going to have $6,700 anyway. But instead, there's an actual chance here that NAF might close in on him. We've got about 10 seconds, I think. Probably down to about 5 as soon as the bomb goes off.
He can smell the blood in the water, and he is going to swing
he's checking
towards
too many
him.
angles.
Cooper holds
Should
the
be okay.
angle.
Oh, he misses the flick. Oh, he lived.
Oh, saved in the last second there.
Very, very close. Very, very close. Lucky, though, again.
No, incredibly lucky.
Because it's not like that was a crazy shot to hit either. The player has just ran around the corner.
He was set for it as well. That's rough.
So the classic thing with most teams in a scenario like this, you're down about 10-1. On your CT side, you've just got enough money to go for the classic double AWP. We saw it come out on Overpass, didn't do great. And I don't think Freakazoid's much of an AWPer. So I can't imagine he buys one. If he does, fair play to him, honestly. He's been pretty much the lone pusher in this entire team so far on the CT side.
Oh, he's been sent on constant solo missions when
And he's
they have
got a kill
actually
every
battled for
time.
mid. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you're basically being sent in to die, and at the very least, he's getting one kill and being able to somehow make it work, make it tradable. I don't know. It's rough. eUnited just haven't had anything. In terms of like actual defense on the CT side, it's just been the fact it looks like they're not trading for each other. Like the round where you had 2 players towards CT and they were allowed to walk out onto A site and no one even saw them.
Very rough, but look at the change of pace here. This is going to be a B execute. There's 2 smokes coming in. Nitro's got a taser. I'm interested about that. The smoke and short comes in, but there's 3 players towards B right here for eUnited. This is a good setup, like, situation for them. But the flashes are so good! They get no chance of getting anything.
Oh, Ben. This is absolute destruction. They've all just been blown to bits. It's only Vanity and Freakazoid that remain. And again, they have to save. Vanity might be a little bit more outrageous with it and just try and hold close towards the wall for the exits. But at this point, it's not even worth it. Just guarantee yourself that you're actually going to get those guns. There's Liquid. They're coming in so dominantly right now. The tempo's there. The confidence is in full swing. They've bombarded themselves in towards the B-bomb site. And they're still trying to get those guns out of their hands as well. They can afford to push this if they want to. Basically, everyone on that team has 10K in the bank. They are rich.
Yeah, you've got 4 players guaranteed over 10K. Vanity drops as well. Last man alive, Freakazoid. The story of the game would be Elige comes out, he gets the kill, and then he would normally get killed himself.
Yeah.
11-1 though. It just doesn't look good whatsoever. Like, the grenades are perfect in a sense. The flashes were beautifully timed. Food tries his very best to get through the window, but instead gets taken down. Like, that was probably one of the better situations that United have had when an execute is coming in. You've got 2 players already on the site. The player I thought that was third B, he was actually underpass as well, so if the B players lived long enough, it would have been quite good. But look at this, there's no respect left.
They've just walked in towards the site. Twists, windmilling his way around on the bomb site, has already killed 2 of them. Vanity trades it back, but Elige is on the scene, so of course he's going to kick up a fuss. And there's only Freakazoid and Marquee that remain. This is horrific right now for eUnited. The chance of them actually getting back into this round is basically entirely gone. Marquee hopes to salvage anything that he can find. It'll only be a singular frag until he's traded by NAF. And it is 12-1. We're already on round 14. Ben, this game has not been live that long.
There's just no respect left whatsoever. Twists, he just you just held
ran.
W.
He literally just ran the whole way from spawn in towards the site.
And eUnited, they know we need rounds, so we have to just keep buying, like, until we get something.
You got to.
Unfortunately for them, the player who has been doing the damage, he's on an MP9. It's not great. So information that there's a player towards connector has been shown. So Marky actually stepping up a bit. He was taking an actual fight towards Biaps just then, but he does pull back upon getting contact from Twists. That smoke comes out. Oh, actually, it was a flash, in fact, to slow him down. But Marky, you have to go with these wild plays. You have to go for high-risk, high-reward plays. Otherwise, you're not going to get anything. Liquid have been all over them. This could be an issue, though, for eUnited. If they were to have actually attacked mid just then, as Elige flashed, the A players could have just gone straight out and got straight behind them. Food didn't see him. I'm surprised. That's a right-hand peek on top of the stairs there. If Elige is able to sell a fake on his own towards B, I'd be amazed. Right here.
I mean, he doesn't have any utility or anything at all as well. It's just the fact he's only got an M4 and the skin that's on his back. 50 seconds on the clock. Molotov goes down so they can try and clear towards Underdark. Flashbang starts to go out towards the site. Food luckily adjusts just at the right time. They are literally bustling, ready to just burst their way out on towards A, though.
Freakazoid's coming down underpass.
Here goes the utility. The backstab should be countered. Freakazoid spots it onto Elige. Naf gets the early entry back onto Vanity. It's an awkward firefight over towards stairs, but Stewie, as he glides through the air, looking like Spider-Man as he swings into action, will get the kill. Traded back upon by Cooper. If he did go for the wide swing out, he could have tried to deny the bomb. Instead, they leave it in a close scenario. It's a 3 versus 2. That's the last of the utility for the T's, but that is a banger of a shot, an absolute worldie. As Cooper is smashed in the face with a fadeaway bullet. Now they're in a winnable position to take this. They've got good post plants. They're set up to win the round. This could be another Team Liquid takeover. The 1v1, Freakazoid spotted out. But this also means he knows the position. He's going to jump on the bomb. The face comes around Nitro. As he bunny hops around the corner, he's wasted enough time. It's set in stone, Ben. Team Liquid, another round. It's going to be a 13-1.
Yeah, 13-1. That was arguably a 3v5. I guess at one point it actually was a full 3v5, but Naf got that kill towards Palace. But, how many rounds have we seen from United where they've actually had, you know, a 1 or 2 man advantage when Liquid are like arriving onto the site, more or less? Like, it's not even situations where they've got the kill like way earlier on, like at mid, and then there's been like 30 seconds of them having an advantage. It's usually they get the kills and then they lose that advantage within 10 seconds, more or less. So Freakazoid ends up saving that AK, which, not too bad, I guess, but look at this. This is very bold.
This is a pretty outrageous tactic. He's just going to sit in the smoke and play and...
Stewie will go right past him, but that smoke's going to fade in the next 5 seconds.
They know as well. They're just spamming it anyway. Oh, Ben. This is probably the way the first half is going to be closed out in a 14-1 fashion if it carries on like this right now, as Cooper is lucky to even be alive. Marky as well, plucked out of the air there by Stewie. Elige is popping heads. And all you've got left is Freakazoid. Big man Ryan, hoping to cause some kind of a ruckus as he looks to get rambunctious, but he can't do it. He is taken down. 14-1 at the half there. Tune in for the final round, potentially, after the break.
From the back roads to back streets, I see you foes trying to trap me, but I don't run like a track meet, even though I'm #1 like an athlete. And the way I maneuver around you and through you, I'm coming and I'm bound to pursue you. I'm everything that you knew of, plus more. What's in store is I'm about to get to you. Sleepless nights, better think this twice before you step to me and come and speak with strife. There's a lesson when you breach my life. It'll be chin checking and I'll teach you right. Plenty tried, plenty failed. Too many times I seen plenty bail. And there will be no surprise what I'm about to do when you are looking through my eyes. See many go, see many come. See that they won't bring it to me, son. Try me if you want, but won't be any fun. I'll take the challenge. I'll be anyone. I'm the one. I'll be quite clear. Bow down to no one. I'm right here. I get it in. I don't fight fair. And guess what? I'm your worst nightmare. Cause I ain't taking no losses. And I don't even care what the cost is. Are you prepared for the forces I'm about to bring? Cause I'm the boss of all bosses. I penetrate your thoughts and fill them with doubt. You gon' feel where I'm coming and feel what I'm about. If they come in with the drama, I'm wheeling them out. Cause I ain't about to have somebody here stealing my clout. I keep my friends close, enemies closer. Cause that's the way it is and the way it's supposed to be. Anybody can see there's only room for one, and that one is me. Plenty tried, plenty failed. Too many times I seen plenty bail.
(14-1) is the scoreline here as eUnited look lifeless on the second map, struggling on their opening CT half, Ben. Now they have to switch things up off the back of this pistol round, or they will be dead in the water.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's much inspiration on this pistol round either. It looks like a very simple B burst that's going to be coming through. You've got 2 flashes of Vanity. Unfortunately for them, though, Naf is going aggressive.
Ooh.
Catches out a player, but doesn't get the kill, but gets away, and he actually dodges the flashbangs too.
That's the worst part, though. The fact he's actually been able to back off means they can do even more damage. Now they're set up to defend the site, picking them away from a distance. Team Liquid, they are hungry to close this one down right here, right now, as they find the initial frags that they needed. Naf, tagged up ever so slightly. They have got site control. It's a 3 versus 2 now, though, as they start to pop off. Vanity and Food both getting a killer piece. They can play around a bomb site. Twists is pushing his way out. The Silent Assassin walks into their crosshairs, and Food finally starts to take a bite out of him.
Yeah, I thought the food had gone stale, but this time he's actually revived.
He
3
looks fresh
kills in the
now.
round, more than he had in the previous 15.
Which is crazy.
Absolutely crazy. Eat fresh, obviously.
Well,
Otherwise, you'll get situations where, yeah, you go 2 and 14 in the first half.
not
Right.
ideal.
So 14 and 2, a chance. I say with lots of faith. Right?
Well, it's better than nothing, right? It would have been match point.
Yeah. Oh, and they're actually going for a B straight attack. This is the same thing Liquid ran earlier on. However, you're running into Elijah and Naf. They both got smokes. This could be really awkward, though. You put the smokes down in an awkward way, you can find individual kills.
Oh, the spam of the deagle doesn't work out well. However, the same might not be able to be said for the case.
Oh my God.
He played a little bit of ring around the rosies. He will go down. And now there's 3 CTs remain. They're a little bit paranoid into this round. And it looks like they might actually just be backing off. They did invest into armor. They also have the weapons as well. You basically realize the round's probably too far gone as well because they have complete site control. If you do just call it quits, at least you'll have a lot more to play over to the later rounds. And it's not like Team Liquid are teetering on a knife's edge of losing this one. They are firmly in the lead. So you can afford to lose a couple of rounds here and there to actually have a better economy on that CT side.
Yeah, quite interesting that Stewie didn't spend his money.
Yeah.
He was the only one who didn't. But consider, like, as I was saying, like, during that B rush, the players on B having smokes means you can create such an awkward battle. Like, we saw Nitro abuse the idea with how many smokes there were. He was just like, well, I'll run this way, I'll run through one, I'll try and find any little crevice I can see an angle to get a kill through. He actually got the MP9 right at the end there. He actually did manage to get to it. But, like, if Elige gets that first kill, it'd be utter havoc on that bomb site. Like, just because he gets the kill, he probably hides behind the smoke. Nitro gets his kill. So there's 3 grenades. Where are we thinking? Top mid?
Maybe go
From
for the
connector?
airstrike.
Or is it actually just going to be straight through window? Although they've all kind of... So one of them's going top mid. That's going to be absolute peach.
Oh.
Look at that.
Look at the amount of damage that's been done there.
There's another one on short as well. But where is he? Is he going to use it? Ooh. You'll hear that player under window. It's not a bad nade to go for under window player. He's taking damage from his teammate's molly.
There's actually been so much damage done at this point to eUnited. They're all fairly low. They're in a really dangerous range, especially with these Deagles and P250 still being in play for Team Liquid. There's a chance that they could absolutely massacre them. That last nade not being as beneficial as the others. And the only thing they actually have left as a trick up their sleeves is that one flashbang on Twists.
Yeah, a bit of an awkward one. The double nade missing out just by a slight amount, really. So mid control achieved, a battle up connector, but they're so low going up here that it's you get situations like that. A man with a P250 ducking in and out like that is so hard to deal with.
Oh, the fact is as well, if they push towards CT, Ben Twists, he can have an absolute field day here. This weapon can just completely grind its way through opposition. Elige gets a bit bloodthirsty, kills Twists. Elige now suffers the fate as well, leaving it all up to Marky. 9 HP, Krieg in his hand, a 1 versus 2 on the stairs. 30 seconds on the clock. As the wide swing comes around, the backstab was set up as well, so they capitalize onto him as they collapse in. And that is now a 15-3 scoreline. They only need one more round to close it down. Bear in mind what? They went into that with 2 P250s, the Deagle, 1 MP9, and 3 grenades?
Yep. It was fully just 3 grenades, a flash, smoke. Stewie, who didn't buy anything on the second round other than the Deagle, also didn't even buy armor. So he still got 2 kills despite that. Like,
And he was a
crazy
team kill
situation.
thrown in there just
yeah,
for fun.
just to add, like, just to make it a bit crazier. So eUnited backs against the wall, facing the 2-0 defeat here. Facing a second 16-3 loss to Liquid in the last 2 weeks.
Well, that's certainly a way to start it, and that's probably the way to actually finish it.
Yeah.
They've been able to find a good majority of the frags. They've got bomb control. It's only Food and Freakazoid that remain. This has really gone horribly. And now Team Liquid can completely converge on towards the bomb if they wanted to as well. They don't really even have to play towards the bomb sites at this point. Food will at least get a kill back on Twists.
I'm not sure if they saw the bomb properly. They will now, regardless, because Stewie's run over it here.
Yeah.
So that should mean, yeah, we see Nitro emerging all the way across. Naf will stay where he is. I think his position's really good.
Elige can literally just afford to sit on these steps and then go for a bit of aim training, Ben. The pop-up and the pop of one head. And now the full commit is to just spam his way through the smoke. 16-3. That is a 2-0 scoreline with Team Liquid walking away as the victors, decimating eUnited there on Mirage. Unfortunately, it was just that, a mirage of a chance of victory for them. It was not the oasis that they hoped it would be, and Team Liquid have dominated.